Hello viewers, this is AKwasp and welcome back to part 3 of my Mayan Civilization 5 playthrough, recapping from where we were last time. Basically, we are about to put out a settler. We're playing on an Immortal Pangaea map against 5 other AI civilizations who have the benefits of Immortal going up against us. We've so far found the Korean capital, and the Koreans have just expanded to the area I was interested in expanding to. And I've also stolen my free worker from the city-state over here, and I'm escorting him back to the capital to start improving either, I guess probably the cotton, so that I can start getting happiness to offset the eventual unhappiness I'm going to get from settling with the settler. And then this other second scout has turned into a Attalist, which is the unique archery unit for the Mayans. And we started a Pantheon, which is the desert folklore. And technology-wise, we are rushing towards Petra in hopes of getting that before the AI do. So let's continue playing. Right, so the Chinese had found us with a scout, although I don't know where they are. Basically, there's coast to the top of me, and coast below me, and also the Koreans below me. So there's possibly more map over here, and there's possibly more map all over here. So, not really sure the map layout, but we will figure this out in time. I'm going to go ahead and let that continue. Guarding him. What do I want to do with this warrior? Let's bring him up. Unit needs order. Orders. Let's bring this up and over. Oh, hello, hand axe. So let's see here. Once that worker gets back, I'm gonna need something to hang out and offer protection again for the worker, while another unit goes ahead and escorts it. Let's think about that as we hit the next turn button. Also, the question: oh, another archer just spawned. That's not fun. This encampment is becoming a very unfun encampment very quickly. However, maybe they'll go steal a worker. That'll be nice, because then I can liberate said worker. I don't know if I want to go back and guard, or if I want to go exploring. I think I might go safe and go back and guard. Other unit is this warrior. Let's go ahead and move up with him. And then bring the worker where he's going here. So it looks like a straight line is the most efficient route. Now the settler's about to pop out right here. So there's a couple things that I need to do. And realistically, a couple things I should have done beforehand that I didn't do. Okay, let's go ahead and shoot this barbarian. Shoot it again, why not? So first of all, right now the city's gonna starve if I continue working the way that it is. So obviously I don't want to do that. I do want to work my oasis, because that's a lovely, beautiful tile that never needs to be upgraded. And now with the desert folklore, it's even giving me faith, which is fantastic. Other than that, I'm getting good growth out of this wheat. Actually, a good question would be whether or not I want to grow. I don't really know the answers to whether or not I should grow. But I do know... Oh, iron! Did we... Oh, so we just unlocked iron, so that's cool. So now iron's here. So that's cool. So that's neat, because I almost settled on that tile for the hill, for the bonus. And I think if you settle on a strategic resource, you don't get that strategic resource. Although I'm not sure how that works. If anyone knows, let me know in the comments or Twitter. I'd appreciate knowing whether if I had settled on this iron, if I would have forfeited that iron once I could see it or not. Curious. Anyways, right now we're just figuring out what tiles. I have 4 tiles to assign workers to. This is a neat tile because it's 3 points, although it doesn't give me faith. I'll go with this cotton for sure because it's growth and faith, which is nice. I'm not producing many hammers at the moment. Where's my hammer count? 6. So maybe I'll throw, so essentially have 3 growth tiles going and 1 production tile so that other things build fast. Worker. Do I really want to be hard building a worker right now? Suppose I do, so that's what I'll do. Anyway, so settler. I have a settler, and the question is, where do I want to put him? I know where I wanted to put him, which was here. Can't put him there, obviously. This is the other good spot that I was looking at originally because of this marble. That's a unique luxury, and it's definitely a good spot to settle. However, I don't know who's over here, so I don't know if maybe somebody else is looking to settle it. It's also very close to the capital, and potentially stealing some tiles from the capital. But this is definitely a very good settlement. However, it's not very far away. For my first settlement, I normally like to settle a bit forward out. And for that reason, what I'm actually thinking is actually still not going here because I can't, but going. So you can't settle within 4 tiles of another city. So the closest I could settle to that city is along this line, right? And I always like to settle on a hill if it's possible. And anything here or higher is actually going to be stealing tiles from the capital. So this hill seems like a very good spot to settle on. What this gives me is it lets me work at this wine eventually still. It doesn't give me the copper, or I keep saying copper, but it's cinnamon spices. But it does give me the ivory, which I already have, so ivory is not a unique luxury. But I get access to the horses. I don't get access to the wheat, which obviously they grow too anyways. But I get access to this wheat. Basically, I get access to resources on this side, plus a couple desert tiles, which are nice. So I don't know. I'm kind of inclined to go here. I'm not sure if that's the smartest choice, but that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and start bringing that settler down. So let's see here. The closest route is just okay that way. So he's going to start going here. Scout's going to escort him down. And this Atlas is going to hang out here and protect that worker and the other worker. And the warrior is if we're going to do what now? I don't know. I didn't really think that through. What the warrior is going to do. Perhaps continue scouting? I don't know. I'm going to have him heal in place for the moment. Pantheon found. So let's see here. Is that... So, I think there can only be 4 Pantheons in total. So that's cool, because I got the 3rd one. And someone took fertility rights. Korea took fertility rights. It's not a particularly good Pantheon, but whatever. AI is going to do what AIs are going to do. Let's go ahead and put a bullet in him. And another one here. Nice XP, taking no damage in the process. Oh, that's an archer. So that's slightly precarious. Oh, but he can go all the way there. So that's cool. By the time I want to upgrade that ivory, he'll need an escort to do that. But I don't have trapping yet anyway, so that doesn't matter. Let's go ahead and continue moving this settler downwards with his little escort. Adopt a policy, grab my free monument. So what legalism does is it puts a free culture building in your first 4 cities, which is good for 2 reasons, obviously. Well, not obviously, but those 2 reasons are, obviously, the free culture building, which is typically a monument, which is fantastic. And you get 4 of them, so that's cool. You don't have to spend the time and resources hard building them with your hammers. But the more subtle aspect that's awesome about legalism is they literally are free cultural buildings. So if we go ahead and we look at said monument, it costs no maintenance. So there is no cost to it. There's no cost building it, and there's no gold cost in upkeeping it. So it's actually a really nice policy from 2 ways. Even though the maintenance cost is not huge, it's something. So it's a nice added benefit that not everybody's aware of. There goes the Great Library on turn 24, not unexpected. The AI start off with significant advantage towards wonders. Also Stonehenge. Oh, Stonehenge. Okay, so that's interesting. So they just got a Pantheon, and they got Stonehenge. So they're going to be definitely playing the religion game. Good to know. Stonehenge is actually a wonder that I like, but again, can't get it when you're playing on Immortal. I really feel like I should be doing something with this warrior. Maybe I should be going down here, but I don't really want to get pincered. Man, I don't know. I feel like it's a waste not moving this warrior. I feel like it's such a waste not moving this warrior. I'm just going to fortify him in place for now. What was I doing here? Construct a mine here? No, I don't want to construct a mine. I want to construct a whatever it is that cotton upgrades into, so I can get the happiness out of it. So let's see here. If I move into the capital for the garrison bonus, do I lose a lot of vision? Not a lot of vision. Alright, so I'm going to move him in. This is still trying to go here. So do that. Fortify. Next turn. Archery. Alright. Let's move him down here. Here. Fortify. Oh, don't need to fortify because he has some more moves. The city's growing really slow. 26 turns. Wow. I don't know. I don't know if maybe I shouldn't be trying to grow it at this point. That's a long time. Maybe I should just be doing other things. Well, definitely not Temple of Artemis. Maybe I should be going granary. I'm going to queue up the granary following that worker anyways. Maybe I should have made that granary first. I don't know. Let's put him in here so he doesn't cost anything. And he's going to guard over that worker and the new worker once that guy comes out. The borders have grown to include that other cotton. Alright, that's nice. I don't care. Sagan and someone else. So Sagan is Korea, right? I don't know. I think so. So in the classical era. Not surprising. I think I'm in the classical era. Nope. Wait. What? Why do I have... Oh, never mind. I'm dumb. Never mind. I confused myself slightly. So, alright. Settler. Keep moving up. Fortify. Next turn. Alright. So, Settler comes up here. Guess he can't do his thing yet. Do I want to leave that warrior around? I don't know. Kind of do want to see what's up there. Kind of want to see further out. The longer I wait to go here, the less runes are going to be available. They're probably mostly all gone by this point anyways. But also borders will start growing and it'll be more difficult to traverse. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and start traversing, what do you call it? Eastward with the scout. I'll leave the warrior back here to do babysitting type stuff. Alright, cool. So this other worker is now available. Don't know what I should do with him. Obviously upgrading the iron seems like an option. Upgrading the horses seems like an option. Basically you want to upgrade tiles that you're going to be working anyways. Since I'm working the iron, I guess that makes sense to be upgrading that. Oh, screw you, barbarian dude. Why are you hitting my scout? I mean, I know why you're hitting my scout. Alright, production focus. Let's use you to fire on him. I don't really want my scout. I'll go with a turn of healing. And I'll kill him. Just so he stops picking at my scout. Let's go ahead and work that growth tile. And spit out a shrine followed by a granary. And it's going to take a long time to build that stuff. That's fine. I knew that to begin with. Why is this taking even longer to... Wasn't I at 20 some turns to growth a while ago? Did something change that I'm not aware of? How am I 92 turns from... How am I plus... How am I making so little food? I'm confused. I'm like barely positive. Did the game glitch out? I don't know. Maybe I misinterpreted. Oh, 23. That is bizarre, because that's the number it should have been at. That said 92. I'm not crazy. I mean, maybe I am crazy, but I'm not crazy about that. Okay, I think the game was glitching out at me. I don't know. That's a much more reasonable number here. So, okay. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and, I don't know, stick this back in here. Maybe I should move him up to help protect the workers. I think I'll do that, because the city can defend itself. Unless Korea attacks. But, so the thing is, so I was kind of happy when I saw Korea. They're a big science powerhouse, but they're not particularly aggressive early into the game. They're not like a Till or anything. They don't have any early unique units that replace early units. They have a Hwacha, which is really awesome. I think it replaces the catapult, but that's kind of far out. And a turtle ship, which is a boat. And I'm not building anything on the coast, so I don't really care about boats. So as far as unique units, I'm not concerned about them. And they're a science civilization, so I expect them to be heavily focusing on their economy and not on attacking me. However, I haven't played that much single... Oh, I haven't played that much single player, so I don't really know what their AI is. They might be programmed to be aggressive. I normally play multiplayer, but this is obviously a single player game. So, real quick, this 90 turns to growth that I saw last turn was because I was unhappy. I didn't realize I was unhappy. So that's a big thing. Because I sell the city, that caused a lot of unhappiness, and my cotton had not yet come online, so I was unhappy. Good to know that that's the case. I should maybe consider picking up, and I'm going to do that, I'm going to pick up trapping as another detour away from Petra, so that I can upgrade those elephants. Don't know if that's my wisest choice, but it's a choice that I am making. A lot of tiles. Let's go ahead and move him up here and build another, what do you call it, hammer improvement, so that when I want to make another settler, I can make use of that improvement. I wonder if this mine I should have had as a farm. I know a lot of people build farms strictly all along river tiles. But I saw the iron, and I just assumed that a mine would make more sense. So, I don't know. Hopefully that was the right call. Looks like something can attack something. That can attack that. This guy is healing, although I kind of want to bring him back up. I'll let him heal before he moves up. And this scout is doing scouting things. Alright, next turn. Let's keep him moving away. Barbarians are being persistent. Unit needs orders. Alright. Let's go ahead and move it back upwards. Let's see here, what's the best way to get up? Not this way? So that's gonna take... whatever. I'm gonna go this way. Basically just to stay away from that. Temple of Artemis has been built. I have surpassed someone in terms of shiny things, which is gold, which is nice. Not something that I was particularly trying to do. Ooh, watermill. Nice. Alright, so let's start building a watermill. start bringing that guy back up. Manzai Barbarians. I'm going to go ahead and shoot the ranged one because I dislike ranged ones. The hand axe, by the way, is a ranged unit, in case that wasn't well known. It's a ranged unit the same way Gatling gun is a ranged unit, so it has its melee range, but it's still ranged. So that's a little thing, in case people didn't know that. Let's go ahead and finish this turn, and then we're going to go ahead and wrap up this particular episode. As they say, Matt, it is. So trapping is ready. Let's go ahead and move this way. Let's go ahead and radar real quick. So there's a unit there. There's that encampment there. There's a unit there. And there's a hand axe movement here. So there's a lot of stuff on this side of my city, which is not something I'm particularly thrilled to see. But basically we'll deal with that next turn. I'll bring the Attalist over to the Ivory to guard over that improvement while the worker's there, and I'm going to leave them there afterwards to make sure that tile doesn't get pillaged. And probably, so in 5 turns I'm going to grow the population 5. The water mill will be finished, and that sounds like a good time to start pumping out my next settler and move it over here if no one else has expanded that way yet. So, alright, that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching. Hope everybody's enjoying the series so far. Let me know in the comments if I'm doing things so horribly wrong that you can't stand looking at it, or if you appreciate the way the game is going. I appreciate your feedback. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in the following episode.